Hey y'all! Extra credit if you can tell me which streamer says that in every one of her videos. I am quoting a YouTuber streamer. She does, what is it, mukbang? Is that what they call it? Where they eat, where the person eats food. Anyways, we are going to state if these are given functions are inverses of one another. To do this, we need to show that f of f inverse of x is equal to x, which is also equal to f inverse of f f of x. Okay, so let's get started. We're actually showing f of g of x is equal to x and g of f of x is equal to x because these are labeled f and g. We can only say g of x is f inverse of x if it is in fact the inverse. So let's do f of g of x. This is going to equal, f is our template, it's the outside, so we have the square root of fifth root, sorry, of x, which is going to be what we're going to plug in, plus 1 over 2. And then we have 2x squared, x to the fifth, minus 1. Okay, so this is going to equal the fifth root of, this is going to be 2x to the fifth, plus n minus 1, so that's just going to be 0, right? We can get rid of this parentheses. Divided by 2, which is equal to the fifth root of x to the fifth, which is equal to x. Okay, so f of g of x is equal to x, so that's good. Now we must do g of f of x. And so this time g is our template, so we have 2 fifth root, or fifth power, minus 1. So this is our template. We're looking at this, so that's why this is set up this way. We're going to plug in the fifth root of x plus 1 over 2, which is, we take care of exponents first. This is going to equal 2 times, well, the fifth root and the fifth power cancel each other, so we're left with x plus 1 over 2 minus 1, which cancel. This is going to be x plus 1, which is equal to x. So, since f of g of x is equal to x, which is also equal to g of f of x, we can conclude that g is equal to f inverse of x. Okay, so they are in fact inverses of one another. Okay, now we're going to do one more example. We're going to find the actual inverse itself. To do this, we have y is equal to negative 2x minus 2 over x plus 2. So from earlier examples, we've seen that if you want to do this, we switch x and y and we simplify, or we solve for y again. So we're going to switch the places of anywhere we see y, we're going to put x, and anywhere we see x, we're going to put y. So we have x is equal to negative 2 times y minus 2 over y plus 2. And now we're going to multiply everything and figure out how to get y isolated and solve for y. So let's we don't like this fraction. Let's multiply both sides by y plus 2. Okay, so this is going to be y plus 2 times x is equal to negative 2y minus 2, because these ones will cancel. Okay, so far so good. Then let's distribute the x. We have xy plus 2x is equal to negative 2y minus 2. Okay, let's get the y's on the same side. So we'll minus xy minus xy. 2x is equal to negative 2y minus xy minus 2. We're going to add 2. We have 2x plus 2 is equal to negative 2y y minus xy. Okay, now we can factor out a y from these two. So let's do that. We have 2x plus 2 is equal to y times negative 2 minus x. I'm going to probably rewrite that, but we don't have to just yet. Actually, I don't see a real benefit, so maybe we don't need to. So anyways, let's get y isolated. We're going to divide by negative 2 minus x. Negative 2 minus x. We have 2x plus 2. Negative 2 minus x is equal to y. Okay, so therefore this should be f inverse of x of the f of x from earlier. I hope that you guys are learning this stuff. Remember, I want you guys to practice the other examples on the worksheet. I don't expect you to do all of them, but since this is self-study, you really need to challenge yourself and try your best to learn this material. If you're struggling, Khan Academy will show you plenty of videos on these. There are plenty of other opportunities I'm sure that people have posted on YouTube um, and other websites that you can watch videos of people doing inverses. So maybe if you don't enjoy my ways of doing them, you can follow somebody else's. Do your best. If you have questions, always contact me. You can email me, or you can contact me through Canvas. Thank you guys for your time. I hope you're doing well.